Right. So let's go into natural law some more, okay? As it relates to the truth versus what is popular. So, not that I'm like a master. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm a jack of all trades, right? I'm the what? How does the jack of all trades thing go? I can't remember. It's like I can do stuff, but I'm not a master of any of it. I can do a lot of stuff, but I'm not a master of any of it. So, no, I'm not like the master of natural law or anything else. I'm just another bozo on the bus, okay? But this is the thing about natural law, okay? And this is just my take. This is my prideful opinion. The more a person understands the way natural law works, the more easy it is to identify like all this fake shit that's going on everywhere. The more a person understands the way natural law works, the more accurate their bullshit barometer is. So it's easier to detect bullshit the more one understands natural law. Okay, so I did a video last night, and it was called the you know who's, something about the you know who's with the big kazoos. Okay, and what I was talking about is that there's this really unnatural trend, so-called trend, but it's so obviously unnatural. Like it's so obviously fake. You see what I'm saying? Um, so that's what I mean by um, the more a person understands natural law, the more easily one can discern, what's real from what's bullshit. And like I said, I'm not a master of it. But I am going to share my experience and stuff, right? And my view. And so the first thing to understanding natural law is to accept it, okay? And that's the biggest block, like, that people have is they can't accept natural law. They think that there is no consequences to any of their actions. And a narcissist is a great example of this. Like an apathetic narcissist thinks that there's no consequence to anything that they do. And so then when it does catch up with them, everybody cheers. Everybody's like, "Yay! That asshole finally got what he deserved." Right? And so you've got, and there's a mass psychosis going on with people that think that are acting like and believing that there's no consequences to their behavior, and so they just do and act and say whatever they want, and without, it doesn't, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. None of this matters, right? And so they can't accept natural law. They can't just accept natural law for what it is and just accept that this is a part of life. They're always trying to manipulate reality rather than just accepting reality. They're always trying to manipulate it for their own personal gain and stuff like this. And so, yeah, and so natural law is not popular, okay? And anything that's going on that's like a popular thing fashion, all these different stupid fashions. Like you look in history, like something that was fashionable in the 80s, now everybody looks back and laughs at it and mocks it about how stupid that was. Like, what the fuck was everybody like fucking, high on chemtrails or something? Like, what were people thinking? That was the dumbest freaking fashion, and everybody looks back on hindsight laughing at the stupid shit, right? And these are things that back then were popular, and now everybody looks back and mocks them. And then there's things like that weren't popular in recent history, and people look back on them and are like, wow, that dude was way ahead of his time. Like, that shit is like, wow, how is it that nobody caught on to how awesome that was? It stood the test of time. It was awesome back then and nobody even noticed it. And now, years or decades later, looking back, we're all realizing that that was the coolest fucking shit and nobody paid any attention to it. This is all natural law kind of stuff, and if you look at trends, no trend ever survives. No trend really ever survives. That's why music and art is really kind of a good, reference to kind of observing this phenomenon. Music. Like, what trend has ever survived? Disco fucking failed. Punk music has come and gone. Sometimes, there's cult followings of some of this stuff, and not always for the right reasons either. Like movies, for example. You look at the cult classics, and some of these cult classics are like the worst movies ever made, but that's why they're cult classics. Like, people like to watch them and just in awe of how terrible that movie is. So cult followings are not always for the right reasons. But you look at trends, no trend has ever survived, lasted the test of time. Really, like Nickelback was super trendy for about a year. New wave was trendy, and then everybody fucking laughed at it, and now it's back again. Now but the reason people like new wave music from the 80s is like the X generation likes it because for nostalgic reasons more than anything else a lot of times. I mean, you'll have some trend, right, that comes and goes and it's just fake and stupid, but you might have artists within that trend that were actually doing cool shit, but that doesn't mean the trend itself is cool. Like Duran Duran is an example. Duran Duran, like, man, dude, those guys are fucking amazing. That band is an amazing band. But but that doesn't mean that new wave was a great. No, these are all astroturf trends. We are all controlled through fashion and trends. Fashion and trends are all astroturfed. They're fake. They're manufactured. And so whenever you see a trend or something that's popular, natural law, apply natural law to anything that's popular or trendy, it's not going to last. It should be assigned to anybody that it's fake. That particular fashion is just fake. It's just more bullshit. It's some phase that's going to pass, and everybody's going to look back and laugh at it. But again, that doesn't mean that there are individuals or groups that might be actually doing something profound that are somehow connected to the trend. But the trend itself never lasts. It's always just fucking bullshit. Like the 60s. So much of that is just so dumb. It's just fake bullshit, and a bunch of fake grifters jumping on the latest trend, But like, you have people within that thing that were doing great shit, like Frank Zappa, So, and then you look at, so I was talking about the who's with the big kazoos trend that's going on right now. And it's totally fake. Like, when you have a basic understanding of natural law, and you look at the trend of, for example, the who's with the big kazoos trend, like everybody should be against Israel and all the Israelites are the evil race of people. And it's this stupid astroturf fake trend that was never organic. It hasn't been. It's completely it's all theater. It's total fucking theater, you know. Um, and it's trying to fool people into thinking that it's not theater, that it's actually a real phenomena that's taking place. And it's like pathetic when you understand natural law and you understand what's going on with fashion and trends and what's popular and all this stuff. When you start to understand this and you start looking at these trends like the one I'm referencing as an example, it's just pathetic and it's disgusting. You're just like, it's just so stupid. You know, I don't think there's anything more offending than stupidity. Like, utter stupidity is the most offensive thing. It has nothing to do with anything other than God. How could you possibly be any more fucking stupid? And it's disgusting. Stupidity is probably the most disgusting fucking thing to witness, because and it has nothing to do with anything other than the fact is just like, how could you possibly be that completely stupid? Idiocracy. Like, I love the movie Idiocracy because it's set in the future where everybody is just utterly and completely beyond stupid, and the guy of average intelligence finds himself in this bizarro world where even though he's of average intelligence, the world is stupid. Everybody's stupid, and he realizes like he's like a genius, even though he's only of average intelligence. And and he is like completely disgusted with idiocracy. Like, how could these people possibly be this fucking stupid? Like, and it's offensive. But yeah, the more a person understands natural law, the more easy it is to discern stupidity and fakeness and people that are fake, and it's kind of a curse because like, people that you wish were not stupid, and you come to find that they are just like dumb as a fucking box of rocks. And you don't celebrate it. You're just like, how can this be? You're just like shocked, traumatized by it. Like, how could this person that I thought was not stupid be like literally like the epitome of stupid? How is this even possible?